G'day folks. Well, I pulled the heads off and I've got it all exposed and I see the problem. Number 7 cylinder. You can see it's really worked on it, it's pushed it. We've got no damage though anywhere else. Look, I was expecting just a head gasket. Yeah, that's what's happened. Obviously just too much boost, or just a spike in boost, and we haven't, obviously the timing is set and it was just too much timing, so we haven't experienced detonation at all in this engine. Look, all the pistons, the heads, it's a really excellent shape. I actually just gave them a wipeout, so the water methanol is absolutely working a treat, keeping everything nice and relatively clean. There's no carbon build up. Number 7 piston there, I might just rotate a little bit guys, has got a little bit of oil from when it was the gasket pushed. That's about it really. The bores are in unbelievable condition, so there's no scoring, no broken rings, there's no damage, it's just the head gasket. Number 8, cylinder 2. So we've got number 7 and number 8 over at the back. If you can see there guys, it's egged through here just a fraction. I'll set it down on here actually and you might be able to see. So that's very interesting too, because, and you can see it there guys, see how it's sort of pushed up a little bit compared to this head gasket. When I had a lean condition, when I first turboed the car, I blew the front around here, on this part here, pushed it, actually split the thing right off. Actually like this, but it just split on number 1. But remember, I had the hat positioned off the intercooler on this, so now that I've clocked it back over that way to its current position, I know it's a different scenario. It's not lean, but it's obviously the timing, but it's affected the back cylinders. All the rest of them are fine. And that's interesting. But on this one, when I did number 1, we had a lean condition. It was through the fuel pressure not rising, and it pushed number 1, but the rest of them were fine. So that's interesting. It was on this motor too. So that's good. There's no damage anywhere else. Everything's fine. It's just push that gasket, like I said, cause through overboosting. But the timing is staying in the same position at 20 degrees. So we could have had anything over 20 pounds of boost, 24, 25 pounds of boost. And that means that you've still got a controlled burn, but it's gone off too early. You've let it go off too early. And then it's just obviously the air-fuel mixture has gone off when the timing's set, but the boost pressure is just too much, hence too much power, and it overcomes and just pushes on. So these 2 rear ones are more susceptible than the rest of the cylinders. It could have been slightly, well obviously the 2 rear ones are slightly leaner than the rest of them. So that's interesting guys. There's a little bit of data I can take away from this incident. Now that I've pulled it apart, you can, and with the carb hat positioned the way it is, it's the rear cylinders that are going to be affected if there is a problem like we've just had. So that's interesting. And that's another reason why I run the composite gaskets too. You imagine having a multi-layered steel one in there, the problems you'd encounter. Oh God, you wouldn't even pick that up, in time. You'd end up smashing a hole, busting ring lamp, you'd end up just doing some mega damage. At least here, it's your early sign that something's not right. You know, it's your little fuse. One bloke mentioned it to me, and that's what it is. It saved me. It saved the engine, but it's a hassle to swap out. It'll cost me probably $100 by the time I've got gaskets again, head gaskets and manifold gaskets and new header pipe gasket. The rest of it, the top end gasket kit, and a little bit of work to do it, but at least it hasn't hurt the motor. So very interesting, and look, this won't happen again, guys, because I can assure you that. I'm onto it now. So well, before I sign out, guys, I want to show you something else. It's very exciting. Actually, only turned up the other day, and I never had a chance to do a video on it, and I thought I'd do one now. Here's my new tyres, guys. What do you reckon? These are the Ventus Hankook Ventus Z221s. Now they're a medium compound. They're a 255/40 17-inch. So they're awesome. They're chalk and cheese, these tyres, to what I've got. So we'll have unbelievable grip now. Incredible. So very happy. I'm going to actually run my old tyres just another couple of times, maybe 2 or 3 times down the track, get a little bit more use out of them, and then we'll pop these ones on. And I'm not sure, I'm still thinking, guys, whether I put these tyres on my old rims, or the ones that I'm running now. I'm not very confident, because the grip level of these is going to be greatly improved, and I know those rims that I got, they're only a spun band. I've actually cracked one on the street driving around, so I don't have a lot of confidence as strength wise. So I need to have a little bit more of a think, and I might go for a full magnesium style, or a forged magnesium style rim, something that's more rated. If I can get some 17x10s for the back and 17 9.5s for the front, that's ideally what I'm after. But I'll have a look around, think about it. Like I said, I've got a few more months, so I'll play around with them old tyres and get a bit more use out of them. But I've got these ready in the wings, waiting, and we'll go from there. They look beautiful. I love it. I love it. Another little thing too, guys. I scored. Bloody rap with this one. I've got a nice little heater for the shed. I was doing some work for some people I've known for years, and they were going to throw the wood heater out, and they're going electric. It's for a rental property, and yeah, I scored a beautiful little freestander. He's got a new baffle in it. It's in really good condition. So my old barrel heater that I had there had a bit of a hole in the back of it. It was okay, could have patched up and got going again, but I gave it away to a young bloke. He wanted it for his shed, so yes. Thank you, John and Carol. I appreciate it very much. Alright folks, well, we're back on the march to get this thing going. Hopefully next weekend I'll have a going again. I'll just work on it through the week if I get a little chance, and do little bits and pieces to it. My son Jesse's doing a fair bit of work to his Hilux. He's sort of stripped it down a little bit, and that'll be an update coming up soon for that one, guys. Alright folks, well, we're on the comeback. Nothing's damaged. It's all in sort of great condition. Clean it all up, and we'll go again. Just a note before I go. I only wiped that out just with a rag, and that was it. Look how clean that is. There's no carbon build-up on the in the combustion chambers. That's that water methanol. It's unbelievable stuff. I love it. Alright folks, I'll pop on up soon. Catch yous later.